PK Science. In this video, I'm going to teach you the topic of NCERT Class 8 Science textbook, which is microorganism friend or foe, the smaller ones, because microorganisms are those organisms which can be seen only under a microscope. So friends, let's get started. If you are new at my channel, please like, share and subscribe my channel VK Science, and please hit the bell icon so that if I upload new videos you will get all the latest notifications. So let's start. See, there are 5 types of organisms, 5 types of microorganisms, that are bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and one I forgot to write, which we all know, which is spreading all over the world nowadays, coronavirus or virus. So these are the types of microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and our enemy, the virus. So let's move on to the next slide. See, as you can see, bacteria are like this. They live in colony or either they live alone. See, in this place, in this photo, bacteria are in a whole colony. Okay, but if only one single bacteria is there, then it is only alone. So let's move on to the next slide. Next slide is about harmful and useful effects of bacteria. See how bacteria are harmful to us and how they are useful to us. So we are going to see this in this one slide. Okay, so let's get started. Bacteria are one type of organism invisible to the naked eye but can be seen under a microscope. Okay, bacteria are one type of organism invisible to the naked eye. We can't see them from the naked eye but can be seen under a microscope. Now see uses of bacteria. Bacteria like lactobacilli are used in preparation of curd, dahi, which we are calling it. And bacteria are also used to prepare pickles, cheese and other products. Lactobacillus, which helps in the preparation of curd, in addition to yeast, are used in industrial production of wine. So you know wine is produced by yeast. Yeast is being fermented and it breaks down into CO2 and ethanol, which is known as wine. Next point is bacteria act as a decomposers to clean up organic waste by decomposing them into useful substances. See, they act as a decomposers. They decompose all the dead material and they help to clean the environment. Bacteria are useful in laboratories to test the effects of medicine. And how they are useful? See, if you are having a bacteria in your body, a bad bacteria baby, okay, so this bad bacteria is being died by a bacteria only, but that is good one. Okay, that is good bacteria. So that's why here it is written, bacteria are useful in laboratories to test the effects of medicine. See, there are many harmful effects of bacteria also. So we can guess it very really. Okay, they can make us sick. Okay, they can make us sick. Okay, they can make us sick. We all know that most of the bacteria are pathogen means a microorganism or a parasite, okay, which lives on host body nutrients, pathogen, okay. So most bacteria are pathogen and they are harmful to us, okay, they are harmful to us. So now let's move on to the next slide. See, here are some diseases caused by bacteria, like bacterial disease cholera. We all know cholera, which is caused by a bacteria known as Vibrio cholerae. Vibrio cholerae, VIBRIOCHLORAE, Vibrio cholerae. Diarrheal diseases, diarrhea, okay, pneumonia, in which we are having sore throat and running nose, and we are having so much of fever in pneumonia. Diphtheria, whooping cough, tuberculosis, which is also known as TB. And this disease medicine is being injected to a small child also. Anthrax is caused in animals, okay. A for anthrax, A for animals. Tetanus, which we are having the injection of iron. If we are having hurt, then we are said to have an tetanus injection. Plague, leprosy, typhoid, okay, these are the some diseases caused by bacteria. Now let's move on to the next slide. See, our next member of the microorganism family is this guy, fungi. As you can see, now you will say that, Arey, what you are discussing? These are mushrooms. Arey, we are eating it. How it can be a microorganism? My friend, fungi are mostly multicellular. That means they are having more than one cell. As you can see in mushroom. Mushroom is an example of fungi. Mushroom that we are eating is an example of fungi. And that is the useful effect of fungi, that in some countries or some people are eating it, like we are eating mushroom. So let's move on to the next slide. See, harmful and useful effects of fungi. Harmful and useful effects of fungi. How are fungi useful or harmful to us? See, useful fungi. Fungi are useful to humans. Some mushrooms can be eaten, as I said to you. Yeast can be used to make bread, beer and wine, as I said. Some molds can be used to make cheese. Penicillium is a type of mold that produces penicillin, which is an antibiotic in modern medicine. Harmful fungi. Harmful fungi can grow on living plants and animals. For example, fungi grow on human skin, cause athlete's food and ringworm. Okay. See, there are many harmful effects of fungi. We are having diseases like the ringworm. Okay, we are having ringworm. And we are having some more skin related diseases which are being diseased by the fungi only. Means that fungi is useful and harmful both. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. See, here is a list of diseases caused by fungi. Here are many complex diseases like Acacabio, which is in human, and substrate is wheat, barley, oats and rice. It can happen in them also. And etiological agent Fusarium spore. Okay, ADA or septic angina in human, and it can be on cereals, grain. Balgan nephropathy, which is also in human. Cardiac beriberi, celery harvester disease, Dandoxiotoxosis, ergotism, See, this dendrodocytosis can be break down and we can read it in a very easy way. Esophageal tumors, hepatocellular carcinoma, and Cashin-Back disease. So let's move on to the next thing. See, here is another thing. Algae. Now you might be thinking, we are going to discuss about microorganism. So why is it related to pond? Here pond is there. So why it is related to pond? Okay, why is it? Because my friends, this green surface which you can see on the water surface is algae only. Okay, is algae. And algae are having chlorophyll. Because of that, they are considered as primitive plant. So let's move on to the next slide. Harmful effects of algae. Several species are parasitic. Okay, green algae Cephaloris attacks leaves of tea, coffee, pepper, causing considerable damage. It attacks tea, coffee, and pepper. Some algae live in the roots and fleshy parts of higher plant but not harmed. Acrylic acid is produced by unicellular algae in plant can act as extracellular inhibitors. It's shown by chemical analysis. See what this line means is acrylic acid. Okay, acrylic acid is produced by a unicellular algae. Okay, it is produced by a unicellular algae. Plant corn act. Plant corn. In plant corn. Okay. Plant corn act as extracellular inhibitors. It's shown by chemical analysis. Extracellular inhibitors means they inhibits the other plants also. Some planktonic algae produce toxins, okay, which are harmful to fish and other animals which are living in water. See, they are producing many toxic acids also, okay. That's why they are very much harmful to the aquatic animals. But see, they are helpful also because they are producing oxygen. Okay, now beneficial aspects of algae. Let us see what are they. Food for humans, we all know it is green so we can eat it. Food for invertebrates and fishes. See, if you are breeding a fish, okay, then it is known as a mariculture. Animal feed, animal can also feed. Soil fertilizers and conditioners. Treatment of wastewater plant. Diatomaceous earth is equals to diatoms. Diatoms is a golden brown algae. Chalk deposits. Chalk is made by them. Hypocolloids, agar, carrageen from red algae and alginates from brown algae. Drugs we are getting. Model system for research and phycobiliproteins for fluorescence microscopy. We are getting phycobiliproteins for fluorescence microscopy. Now, algae role in treating health problem like ulva can be used to treat goiter, reduce fever, ease pain, and induce urination. Codium can be used to treat urinary disease, treat edema. See, all are the name of algae. Sargassum, it is also algae, can be used to treat cervical lymphadenitis and edema. Porphyra can be used to treat goiter, bronchitis, tonsillitis, and cough. Gelidium laxative can be used to treat tracheitis, gastric diseases, and hemorrhoids can be used to extract agaricious inflammation, reduces fever. See, this gallium reduces fever, treat tracheitis. Okay, tracheitis is a disease which occurs in a trachea. Okay, and the gastric disease and hemorrhoids, which are also a gastric disease. So now let's move on to next, protozoa. Now comes protozoa. Okay, protozoa. See, protozoa are unicellular organisms that have animal-like characteristic. Means they are having animal-like characteristic. They are having separate organ for to engulf their food inside them. Okay, which are known as pseudopodia. And protozoa capture and eat food. They live in fresh salt water. Others live in soil. And protozoa can move from place to place. Okay, with the help of this pseudopodia by expanding and contracting. They can also live in the bodies of other organisms, include human beings, example amoeba and paramecium. So let's move on to the next slide. Now, diseases caused by protozoa. See, they cause many diseases. Amoebiasis, which is also known as amoebic dysentery, ciliary dysentery, giardiasis, malaria, which is very much common. Okay, and it is spread by Aedes mosquito, African sleeping sickness, and Kala Azur, which is a very much big threat to the human world. Kala Azur. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now comes our greatest enemy, the virus. As you can see this virus here. Okay. I don't have even words to express the harmful and the beneficial effects of virus, because they are not 1% useful. They are harmful only. So let's move on to the diseases caused by virus. Here are some diseases caused by virus, as you can see here. Okay, chickenpox, influenza, herpes, HIV/AIDS, infectious mononucleosis, mumps, measles, rubella, and rabies. These all are the greatest viral diseases. Not only this much. Seeing that I have forgot one thing. See, CORONA, coronavirus. It is the biggest example of virus. Okay. So these all are deadly viral diseases. Now let's move on. Next slide. See, applications are also there of virus attacking on human. How they are attacking. I felt that it is important to say you about applications of virus, because in this moment we are very familiar to the word virus, and we should know that applications of virus when they attack on human. When a cell is infected with a virus, several effects may be seen. Okay. When a cell, see, this is cell, this is virus, it will practice to get his enemy or his DNA into our cell. Many viruses cause no harm or disease, but some may attack certain cells and multiply within them. Once mature, the daughter viruses break the cell and spread elsewhere. Okay. If the host immunity operates effectively, the virus infected cell may be killed by the host. See, if the host immunity is good, then virus infected cell may be killed by the host. That's why the doctors are saying to keep your immunity at a higher level during the spread of this coronavirus. Spread of virus through different routes: skin contact, animal bite, and herpes 1-2, hepatitis B. Okay, like this type. A viral disease occurs when an organism body is invaded by a pathogenic virus and infectious viral particles attach and enter susceptible cells. What does it mean? See, a viral disease occurs when an organism body is invaded by pathogenic virus. Okay. When it is invaded, okay, and infectious viral particles, virions, attach to and enter susceptible cells. Now let's come to the plant diseases. See, there are three main plant diseases: yellowing mosaic and ladyfinger. which is done by our enemy virus only. Yellow vein mosaic is done by virus. This one, citrus canker, citruscanker, citrus canker, which occurs in the citrus food, is done by bacteria. We have one more thing. Okay, we are having one more disease in plant which is very common. That is known as rust of wheat. Okay, rust of wheat. Rust of wheat means the wheat leaves are being rusted. Wheat leaves are being rusted, and it is done by fungi. And if one time the wheat are rusted, then the farmer has to wait 3 years. 3 years to plant another crop. Okay, so it is like a nightmare for the plant. Rust of wheat. Okay, next slide. Now here are some animal diseases also. Mouth disease, FMD, local name. Symptoms are there: salivating, cracked hooves, diarrhea, lead swallow, tuberculosis, phosphorysis, and crumpy skin, and anthrax. See this, anthrax, which is local name is Quatsy. Number of respondents is 12. Symptoms is resistance to stand. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. See, we know what are microorganisms. Now, how to preserve food from them? If microorganisms are living everywhere, mountain, glaciers, and on the rivers, and on the land, on everywhere on the earth, they are living. So, how to preserve food? This stuff is known as food preservation. So, let's discuss it. See, methods of food preservation. Drying means dehydrating the food into the sun's light rays. Smoking. Okay, by smoking it, by making it smoke. Cooling, by cooling into the refrigerator. Freezing into the freezer. Salting, by adding salt into the pickle or any other dish. Pickling. Pickling means adding salt and adding oil to prevent it being attacked by microorganisms. Canning the food, preserving it in a can. Okay, so friends, thanks for watching here. Thanks for watching. See, food preservation, methods of food preservation, and please friends, thanks for watching here. Thanks for watching. And if you have any doubt regarding this chapter, and if you want me to explain any more thing, so please tell me in the comment box. Okay, and I shall be there to reply you at accurate time. And friends, please kindly like, share, and subscribe my channel. Please, because you will get class 8 or science, maths content and Barbie doll content every day. Please subscribe my channel VK Science. And friends, from my heart, thank you all. Thank you all.